Hi, welcome to Facts Know How. Today you're going to learn about Canada Work Visa and what are the benefits of Work Visa for Canada and some very amazing facts about the Work Visa offers in Canada. So let's get started.
What is Canada Work Visa application?
Canada offers different types of work visas for foreign nationals who wish to work in Canada temporarily.
The specific requirements for each type of visa may vary, but generally, the process involves the following steps. 1. Determine your eligibility. You need to make sure you meet the eligibility requirements for the work visa you are applying for. This may include having a job offer from a Canadian employer, meeting certain language and educational requirements, and having sufficient funds to support yourself in Canada. 2. Obtain a job offer. In most cases, you will need to have a job offer from a Canadian employer before you can apply for a work visa. The employer may need to obtain a Labour Market Impact Assessment, LMIA, to show that there are no Canadians or permanent residents available to fill the job.
3. Apply for the work visa. You will need to fill out an application form and submit it to the Canadian Embassy or consulate in your country of residence.
You will also need to provide supporting documents, such as your passport, job offer letter, and proof of funds. 4. Wait for processing. The processing time for a work visa application can vary depending on the type of visa and the volume of applications being processed. You may be asked to attend an interview or provide additional information during the processing period. 5. Receive your work visa. If your application is approved, you will receive a work permit that will allow you to work in Canada for a specific period of time.
You may also need to obtain other documents, such as a temporary resident visa (TRV), depending on your country of citizenship.
It's important to note that the requirements and application process may change from time to time, so it's always a good idea to check the official Canadian government website for the most up-to-date information.
What are the benefits of Canada Work Visa?
There are several benefits to obtaining a work visa and working in Canada. Some of the key benefits include
1. Opportunity to gain valuable work experience. Working in Canada can provide you with valuable work experience that can enhance your resume and help you develop new skills.
2. High standard of living. Canada consistently ranks among the top countries in the world in terms of quality of life, with high standards of living, excellent healthcare, and a strong social safety net. 3. Access to education. Canada has some of the best universities and colleges in the world, and working in Canada may provide you with opportunities to pursue further education and training. 4. Multicultural society. Canada is known for being a welcoming and multicultural society, with people from all over the world living and working in the country. 5. Path to permanent residency. In many cases, working in Canada on a temporary work visa can be a pathway to permanent residency in the country, which can lead to greater opportunities and benefits.
6. Ability to bring family members. Depending on the type of work visa you obtain, you may be able to bring your spouse or common law partner, as well as your dependent children, to live with you in Canada.
Overall, a work visa can provide you with a unique opportunity to experience life in Canada, gain valuable work experience, and potentially pave the way for future opportunities in the country.
What is the potential facts of Canada Work Visa? Here are some potential facts to keep in mind if you are considering a Canada Work Visa.
1. Competition for work visas can be high. Canada is a popular destination for skilled foreign workers, which means that the competition for work visas can be high. It's important to ensure that you meet all the eligibility requirements and have a strong application to maximize your chances of being approved. 2 work visas are typically temporary. Most work visas in Canada are temporary, which means that you will need to leave the country when your visa expires unless you are able to obtain permanent residency or extend your visa.
3. Language proficiency may be required. Depending on the type of work you will be doing in Canada, you may be required to demonstrate proficiency in English or French. 4. Certain professions may be in high demand. Canada has a number of industries that are experiencing high demand for skilled workers, including healthcare, technology, and skilled trades.
5. You may need to obtain a social insurance number, SIN. In order to work legally in Canada, you will need to obtain a social insurance number, SIN, from the government. 6. You may be subject to taxes. If you work in Canada, you will be subject to Canadian taxes on your income.
However, Canada also has tax treaties with many countries to avoid double taxation.
7. You may need to obtain additional documents. Depending on your country of citizenship, you may need to obtain additional documents such as a temporary resident visa, TRV, or an electronic travel authorization, ETA, to enter Canada.
It's important to thoroughly research the requirements and potential challenges associated with obtaining a Canada work visa before applying to ensure that you are fully prepared for the process. What is the total expense an individual bear to Canada work visa?
The total expense that an individual will incur to obtain a Canada work visa will vary depending on several factors, such as the type of work visa being applied for, the country of citizenship of the applicant, and the length of the stay in Canada. Here are some potential expenses that an individual may need to budget for when applying for a Canada work visa.
1. Application fees. There are fees associated with submitting a work visa application to the Canadian government, which can range from CAD $155 to CAD $1,155 depending on the type of visa and other factors.
2. Medical exams. Some types of work visas require applicants to undergo a medical examination, which can incur additional costs. 3. Travel costs. Applicants will need to cover the cost of travel to Canada, including airfare, transportation to and from the airport, and any other travel-related expenses. 4. Living expenses. While working in Canada, individuals will need to cover their own living expenses, including accommodation, food, transportation, and other expenses. 5. Health insurance. All temporary residents in Canada, including work visa holders, are required to have health insurance to cover any medical expenses that may arise.
This can be obtained through a private insurer or through the public health system.
6. Legal fees. Depending on the complexity of the application, an individual may choose to hire a lawyer or immigration consultant to assist with the application process, which can incur additional legal fees.
Overall, the total cost of obtaining a Canada work visa can vary widely depending on the individual's circumstances.
It's important to carefully research the requirements and costs associated with the specific type of work visa being applied for, and to budget accordingly.
Thank you for watching.